What is going on, guys? This is Ben here, bringing another Brawl Stars video. Today, we are going to be going over every single new update change that we could find. There is a lot of them. There's 70 of them to be exact. And first and foremost, right off the bat here, the first change is the new legendary brawler, Sandy. So the second change is definitely his new mechanic with this, which is a entire team invisibility. And even if you shoot, you only get shown for a split second, then you're back invisible again. So it's like, Sandy is crazy. This last 12 seconds, this sandstorm is an invisibility field. It's gonna be crazy. The third change is if you go to the Brawlers page, there is now 29 Brawlers, obviously. So the fourth change is a brand new game mode called Lone Star. It is basically like Bounty Showdown or Showdown Bounty. It is a 10-player solo game mode, so 10-player free-for-all. Normal bounty rules, and the winner is the player with the most stars at the end. That means you acquire a bounty. If you die, that enemy gets that bounty, and you're going to be trying to get the highest amount of stars as you can. Players respawn on the edge of the map after being defeated. Then players' current position is hinted at the top right corner. So it doesn't exactly say if you're like in first or second. Well, it does say if you're in first place. It says you're in the lead, but it doesn't exactly say like third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, or whatever. It kind of hints at your kind of range. I don't know. It kind of leaves mystery at the end. Like if you thought you were doing well, you probably hope like you're gonna get second or third, but it leaves mystery at the end for the game to see what placement you got. But at the same time, I kind of would like to know like if I'm close, like second or third, to maybe if I have a lot of stars height or something. I don't know what you guys think about that, but that is also the fifth change there, that little hinting of your placement there. And then 1 star can be collected in the middle of the map as well. So Lone Star, really hyped about it. I'm so excited for it. I cannot wait for you guys to try it out. And like honestly, I always have loved Bounty. I always have loved Showdown. Showdown has gotten to the point where there's too much teaming. Maybe with Lone Star, there really is no benefit to team because you're just trying to get as much stars as you can. So I cannot wait to try this out and see how it works out. And now the sixth change as well is there's a new like sidebar here where you can choose to see which event you want to scroll to without having to scroll through every single thing. So this is very helpful from scrolling back and forth. And I'm really glad they added this because it was getting kind of crazy with them on the maps, and especially with 2 new modes, this is going to help out a lot. Seventh change is Lone Star obviously has the new icon. It's very similar to the Bounty one, but it's kind of like a star trophy in a way. So then the 8th through the 14th change are the new Lone Star maps. We have 7 of them. Some of them look familiar though. Some of them are making a comeback just in this different mode. We have Skull Creek, which is you guys remember, there's throwers are good on this. It's a pretty crazy map. We have Thousand Lakes making the comeback as well. Really excited for this one because I really liked it and they removed it from Showdown. So it's really cool that they removed some maps before, but they're bringing them back. They have a place for this new game mode. We have Island Invasion. Really happy that this one is making a comeback here. We have Eye of the Storm. If you're taking a look at these, it seems as though a lot of like we got Passage. A lot of long range brawlers would be good on these. Then we have Hot Point as well making the comeback, and then the last one is very controversial one, which is Hot Maze, because this is going to be thrower dominated with Mortis. So yeah, those are the new Lone Star maps. So the 15th change here is the new game mode Takedown. We're not able to show you this just yet, and it won't be live in game for a little bit here, but it is crazy. We have the details for it. It's a 10-player solo game mode. All players fight against each other and a random AI boss character. The players who deals the most damage to the boss wins the game. Players respawn on the edges of the map after being defeated. This is a new change here as well that we talked about. Players' current position information is hinted at the top right corner. The 16th change is here. Power cubes spawn randomly on the edges of the map. We've never had it where power cubes are just randomly spawning and you don't have to like get boxes and whatnot. And then the defeated players also drop some power cubes just like in Showdown. And this is another change. The 17th change is they added a maximum drop cubes is capped to 5. So if someone has like 37 power cubes, like the Rosa in the Brawl Talk, she's only going to be able to drop 5 of them. Next up, we have the skins. We have Pirate Jean coming out very soon here. The 19th change is we have Sleepy Sandy. I'm really excited for this one because it has the spike slippers. I think it looks awesome. That will be coming out later in September as well, towards the end of it. And then we have Red Wizard Barley as the star skin. My guess would be it would be 500 star points, just like the other ones where it's a skin change, but we will see with that. I think they said it might be a little bit more. So the 21st to the 27th change are all Primo changes. You can be the judge if you like this or not, but I absolutely love the redesign. He was the oldest brawler in the game. He has a new like animation for here. You see how he flexes and then he does a little spin and then points up again. And then also Rudo Primo got a complete skin design and also has a new like animation. You see how he's laughing like he's evil. So I actually love the skin a lot. I think it's really cool. I love how he has like the laugh there. And then we also do have Ray Primo. El Ray Primo has his own, he's got the flip. You can see, you can't really see it here, but he is holding like a crown in his hand. It looks absolutely amazing. You can see it there. See, he's got the Primo face on it. So El Ray Primo skin looks amazing. And then the last change for Primo here is his punch in game. It looks a little bit more crisp. It definitely feels a lot better when you actually are punching with him. I think it looks awesome. The super is pretty much the same as well. And I didn't consider this one to change as well, but I don't know if this is like a dev build bug or what, but you can see how maybe this is how King Primo is or Ray Primo is, but you see how his punching fist stays out after? I don't know if that's a cool taunt. I don't know if it's an animation thing or if it's a bug or if that's how it's supposed to be, but for now, with El Ray Primo, he has that, and it looks funny, like, oh, we're going this way, we're going this way. Now, the 28th through the 30th change are actually with Jesse. So they talked about how Summer Jesse's skin is having a animation change. You can see how it has the splash ball or the water cannon. But that's not the only change. This is her regular turret. So the turret itself shoots like a mini water gun. It literally looks awesome. So now with Shocky star power, it just looks like a smaller version of the main attack. So we got two differences between the star powers for the turret, and I think that's really cool. Also is a couple of changes to Beach Brock, as I like to call him, Boom Beach Brock. He shoots sharks out of his main attack and his super. Plus, if you are using the incendiary star power where it has the fire on the ground, you see how it turns into a water swirl? It is amazing. The water, it looks like it's like a typhoon on the ground, dude. It's like crazy. And then the super here, you can see the little sharkies coming out and they leave like splashes at the end. So this is awesome. I really like the changes to the summer skins. Now, if you are a fan of Rico, he has an animation change to when you select him here. You can see how he spins his gun, gives it a little twirl, does the jump, and gives you that little thumbs up. It is the same for Popcorn Rico. And then now the 34th change is actually Loaded Rico. Has a totally cool little animation. Spins the crown, throws it, loops it around the arms, lands on his head, and he is saying, "All hail the king" here. So that is really cool, and especially you can see the crown a lot better in this one here where it comes out of frame, goes back into frame, plops on the head, good to go. I absolutely love this one. 35th change is Piper's portrait. Looks different. It looks a lot better. She has teeth back, got the wink back, got everything going. The only thing that isn't changed is see how her eyebrows are brown or are blonde there. They're not blonde in her portrait picture, which is fine. Bo is also getting the portrait change there. It matches him as well. The 37th change is the event slots. There is now 6 of them. You can see it's all lined up here when you click on them. And then they made it where ticket events are now like the normal size as the events. It makes sense. They probably want to do it so they can have an even number of event slots here. Full of changes to the trophy road. Previously at 800 trophies, it was called where you unlocked special events, but now it's you unlock team events. So that's just one change there to the name of it. But the bigger change is at 1600 trophies, you now unlock solo events. It used to be a big box here, but I don't know, what would you rather have? A big box, or would you rather have Takedown and Lone Star? So now the 41st through the 62nd are all balance changes and game balances. First up here we have Barley. They increased healing from medical use star power from 300 to 400. For Brock, they increased his damage per second from incendiary to 400 to 500. For Crow, enemies now do 13% less damage instead of 10% from his extra toxic star power. And then they increased the damage bonus from Carry-On Crow star power from 100 to 120. For Nita, Hyper Bear star power now increases bear attack speed by 60% instead of 50. That bear is going to be swiping like crazy. For Pam, they increased her main attack damage from 240 to 260. Obviously, that was at level 1, so at max level, she is going to be dealing 364 damage per bullet. Rosa, they actually buffed her again. They increased her base health from 5200 to 5400. So at max level, she is going to have 7560. Rose is getting pretty tanky. Then they also increased the damage bonus from Thorny Glove star power from 200 to 220. So for 8-bit, they increased his main attack or load time from 1.3 seconds to 1.5. I would have liked to see like a damage reduction to him, and then for his extra life star power, when he responds, he actually has no ammo. I don't have it in the star power, or I don't have it in the dev build here to show you it, but think of it now where like extra life is not going to be as broken because it's going to take him a while to recharge and even get ammo, but he still doesn't have the invincibility shield, but at least you're not going to just have 3 loaded up shots to just destroy everyone. For BB, they decreased her speed increase for the home run star power from 15% to 12%. So for all the love that Primo is getting on the skin design and whatnot, he actually is receiving a nerf to Meteor Rush. It is down from that movement speed increase to 28%. It was 32% before. Mortis, I guess, is still too strong. They're nerfing Coiled Snake star power. It takes 3.5 seconds to charge instead of 3. I guess I'm okay with that. He did get it quite often. They keep nerfing Snappy Sniping. It is now 0.3 ammo instantly instead of 0.4. Band-Aid is also getting nerfed the second update in a row. They decreased the healing from Band-Aid star power from 2,000 to 1,800. Tick, his reload time is 13% shorter instead of 15% shorter from his Tick reload star power. I would have liked to see Tick get a nerf with his his damage radius, maybe revert the change from last update, because I feel like he's so controlling right now, and I feel like he's a little bit too strong on that side. So for Carl, they increased his main attack damage from 580 to 600. That means he's going to be dealing 840 damage now on his main attack. And then they also added a 0.5 second minimum cooldown between throws. This is to nerf spamming the main attack whenever he's close to a wall. That's gonna hurt a lot, and also boss fight there, because Carl was the facilitator for people getting to boss fight stage 16. For Poco, they increased his healing from Decapo star power from 500 to 600. So showing some love to the main one, and they nerfed Screeching Solo again from 1,000 damage to 800 damage. Screeching Solo, I still think is going to be good. Now a couple of game balance changes here. Leon kind of takes the hit for this one, but invisibility. Now the Ike will see no matter even if you're invisible. So the reason why they did this was because with the Sandy Super, they did not want to have base race rushes with that, how large that Sandy Super is, and having your entire team go invisible and just rush that Ike. So Leon kind of takes the fall with his invisibility, so you can no longer rush the Ike while being invisible. The same for Takedown is going to be added into Showdown. Brawlers are never going to drop more than 5 power cubes, so they're kind of capping the limit, which I'm okay with. 64th through the 67th are all bug fixes. The first one here is they fixed 8-bits super effect, the look of it, to be the actual correct size, where before, because a lot of times you would stand on like the outside of it and you wouldn't be in it apparently, but now they fixed that. They fixed the bugs that caused 8-bit extra life to not work in boss fight if he was the last brawler. They also fixed animation issues in the Phoenix Crow skin. The only one that I could think of is when like Crow did his super and he stayed like in his super stance after it and kind of like flew a while after it, but it seems that is no longer the case. The last bug fix was they fixed Road Rage Carl and Hog Rider Carl projectile speeds to match the correct values. So it seems as though maybe they were going a little bit too fast to what they actually were. So yeah, Carl is now, it's gonna look smoother, and you're gonna see exactly when he's gonna be hitting you. You may have noticed this one from earlier, but the bounty star is now gold. It was previously blue. The 69th change is the inbox. There is now a tab for videos. This seems as though maybe like creator videos will go in here, maybe. We will see. But that could even be just experimental, we don't know. But for now, it is a change, and maybe we'll see, you can see my videos in there. And the last change, the best change, is your profile picture. If you unlock Sandy, you now also can have Sandy as your profile picture. So obviously, like, this was a little bit smaller update compared to last update, but keep in mind, we literally had an update 3 weeks ago. That is unheard of. Like, that's the fastest turnaround I've ever seen, like a solid update. Like, this update might not have as like the amount of changes as some other ones, but these are impactful, lasting changes that are going to change the experience and make it fun for a while, because we have the 2 new game modes with the legendary brawlers. I am so excited for those. So let me know your thoughts. I hope you guys are excited, and stay tuned for anything other update news, or if we are able to do like skin giveaways like last time. You're gonna want to subscribe and stay tuned and everything else like that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your favorite update change is, or what you're most hyped about. Thank you guys for watching again. I think I said it like 5 times now, but yeah, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys later.